Ladies and gents, welcome back. This is the short squeeze video. The following post is from the subreddit Short Squeeze. It was posted 2 days ago by the user ComprehensiveVast733. And it's titled Short Squeeze Opportunity Update, Full DD/analysis buy hold. Good afternoon, fellow traders. I hope you're all enjoying your Sunday. I'm absolutely pumped for tomorrow's trading session. I wanted to share why Richtech Robotics is at the top of my watch list. If you missed my earlier post about this ticker, I highly recommend checking it out. It's packed with insights on why I believe now is the perfect time to jump in. You can read it here. So you know what? I think we should look at that first. Okay, so it says here, let me get right to it. I've been tracking a stock I believe is primed for a significant move, Richtech Robotics. Recently, the stock saw a sharp drop from $1.40 to 30 cents due to aggressive short selling and baseless accusations of fraud. However, after doing my own research, I'm convinced that these claims don't hold much. Let me tell you why. Richtech Robotics is at the forefront of robotic solutions for the service industry, targeting sectors like restaurants, hotels, and healthcare. They've made significant strides deploying their innovative robotics in Walmart's ghost kitchens and introducing humanoid bartender at the MLB All-Star Game. These initiatives highlight Richtech's potential to grow across various markets. Moreover, Richtech is actively working on new revenue streams and profitability strategies. They're seeking strategic partnerships to further enhance their brand and expand their market presence. And just today, they hinted at something big on their official Twitter account. Exciting times could be ahead. This stock could be on the verge of a massive run, and now might be the time to take a closer look. I've added a position at 70 cents with 10,000 shares. Please comment below for thoughts and opinions. All the best. So that was pretty brief. So let's read the rest of his DD here. Now let's dive deeper into the financials of Richtech, a company that's quietly been making some serious moves. In Q3, the revenue reached $1.44 million, marking an increase from $1.31 million in the same quarter last year. Yes, they reported a net loss of $1.31 million, up from $0.663 million in Q3. But remember, this is a company in growth mode, investing heavily in scaling operations in a fiercely competitive market. Why should we be excited? I ask myself that question a lot, but I've pretty much answered that. But let's see what he answers. Richtech Robotics is not just any robotics company. They're pioneering automation in sectors like hospitality with innovative products like their Atom and Arm robots. With the industry poised for significant growth, particularly as businesses continue to automate, Richtech's strategic focus and innovation could make them a major player in the long run. They even raised $22 million in a 2023 IPO to fuel further expansion. Can Richtech become profitable? Absolutely. By forming strategic alliances with larger tech companies and industry leaders. Richtech can significantly boost its technological capabilities and expand its market reach. These partnerships could also pave the way for joint development projects and bundled product offerings, further enhancing their growth potential and moving them closer to profitability. Let's talk about the float. Richtech has 68.68 million shares outstanding, with a free float of around 13.71 million shares. Here's where it gets interesting. 14.71% of that float is shorted. So 14% of the 13 million. This mix of high short interest and a low float creates the perfect setup for a potential short squeeze, especially if we see some positive news or strong market dynamics. I think we're seeing that recently with the increased volume the last 3 days. Don't forget, last Friday, Richtech teased us with a tweet that said, something new is coming on their X account. Any guesses what that might be? And I think that's the Scorpion. Also, please ignore the negative comments. I've received DMs filled with FUD accusing the company of being a fraud. Don't let these baseless claims distract you. Do your own research and you'll find the real answers. My personal price target for Richtech Robotics is $250 in the short term. Actually, it's more like $2, but it's okay. $150 to $2. In the long term, I believe it could reach 15 to 20. For me, I'm going to say 5 to 10. If the company continues to innovate, expand, and secure contracts with major companies. To wrap it up, I'm extremely bullish on Richtech. As I mentioned before, I bought 10,000 shares at 70 cents on Friday, and I'm looking to increase my position tomorrow. So get ready. This could be a wild ride. Let's make this week one for the book. So if he bought 10,000 shares and went up roughly 70 cents, what is that? He's making like 7,000? Something like that? Wow. So that's his post. And look, it's gotten quite a bit of attention. Well, not that much, to be honest. So I think that's it for this video. Yeah. Let me just pause for a moment and think about it. Oh, I didn't even pause. Okay. Okay, so the comment that really intrigued me was this little paragraph about the 68 million shares outstanding with a free float of 13. So that's the free float. And then 14% of the float is shorted. So could we say that that they've covered? Have they covered all their shorts? Personally, I don't think so. I think they will have covered once we get to around $5. I think that they'll have covered by then. But then when that happens, would that then allow the stock to just go where it should? Will it just elevate to, $10 plus because there is no more, not that there is no more, but there's a lot less market manipulation going on? Okay, so that's the question I would have to ask in regards to this post. But overall, it's a solid post for somebody who is not familiar with Richtech. And yeah, I think the numbers, I disagree with the numbers just a little bit. We have different ideas of where the ranges should be, but overall, I do believe in the short squeeze. But yeah, it could reach 15-20. That sounds like a short squeeze to me. If it reaches anything above 12 and eventually 20, 30, 40, I think 40 is the max. Again, I keep repeating myself, but I think that's the max in terms of the short squeeze potential. But the long-term potential of this company is into the 40s, 50s, but that'll take many years. That's going to be, down the road, 5-10 years down the road. So thanks again for your time. This is, I think, the fourth video we've done today, or technically the fifth, because we did some videos early or late last night, I should say. So we'll see how things go for tomorrow, but things are looking very good for this company. We've done a lot of research on this channel, proven a lot of the business dealings they have, that their tech works as advertised. I actually watched a video just before filming this. It's showing how Mercedes-Benz has been utilizing their robots to transport equipment and heavy supplies to make them more efficient. I also watched a video in terms of the Atom robot actually working and functioning in a ghost kitchen store or restaurant in one of the Walmarts, and it looks very innovative. It looks really futuristic, and can't wait to have one of those in my neighborhood. So that's all for now. One last thought was the concern that a lot of people have, especially those in the restaurant business who do the laborious tasks of preparing drinks, preparing food, and so on. The concern is, will they be out of work? And the answer is possibly, but on the other hand, you also have a lot of workers who express their greater satisfaction with their work because the robots are able to free them up to be more efficient, and they're not as stressed out. So what we're seeing is actually a reversal of what people are saying. Not a reversal, but a it's not having the effect that many people would have thought. Like, I assumed, a lot of people would just be out of work, but what is happening is they're retaining more workers. There's less workforce turnover. So a lot of people are staying in their jobs because they have more time to be efficient. They have less heavy burdens. So they're freed up to do more meaningful work and meaningful tasks, and less mundane, repetitive work that, such as transporting, materials, transporting supplies, preparing drinks, dealing with the French fry fryer. So that's it. I hope this video was helpful. And if you didn't know about this post, and I didn't, I just found out about this, it's good to know that other people who are not as invested in this company in terms of, not monetarily, but in terms of the information that was shared, is more very general and not as in-depth, but was enough for people to understand the great potential that Richtech has in its future in the stock market. So thanks very much, and as a business. Thanks again for your time, and till next time, we'll see you in the next video. God bless you all, and God bless your investments.